Welcome to Everything Currency. This is a show where we talk about everything crypto and mo. I'm your host Jay, and today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about the KlimaDao token, why I think it is a very interesting project and why I think it could have some potential. I want to update you guys on the total 2 chart and the Bitcoin chart, what I'm seeing, and give you guys a little bit of update on this avalanche trade and a new trade that I'm thinking about getting into if this avalanche trade doesn't pan out. So if you're excited about that, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new here. If you have not checked out my website, everythingcurrencycrypto.com, go ahead and check that thing out. So let's just get right into it. So right now, let's just go into the price of Bitcoin real quick. So we broke out of this falling, descending wedge right here. Falling, broadening, whatever. We broke out of this pattern right here, and it's looking like we retested it and want to go up. Well, maybe. If that is the case, things can get very, very bullish. We need to get back above this 34 moving average on the daily. We are fighting with it right now. You can see that this VPVR shows no type of action right here, so that will be lovely for us to go ahead and get back up to, you know, the 50, let's call it 57, 58K level. Let's try to get back there for Bitcoin. This week, the weekly close was pretty bullish, so it's looking pretty nice on that front. Still in a no trade zone in between the 13 and 34. This is a dangerous area, but we are above this red line right here, this resistance line, and we are above this line right here, which is the point of control on the VPVR. So the point of control is sitting around 48K, and we're sitting at 51. So that's looking pretty good on Bitcoin with very little resistance ahead. So let's just get one little pump. Let's get some news. Let's get something going on to pump Bitcoin. Looking at the total 2, this is what I'm hoping the total 2 looks like right here. So this chart is similar to the Bitcoin chart. Overall, we want to hurry up and get back above the all-time high so we don't put in like a double top. And a double top just means like it will top right here a little bit lower and then continue back down. We don't want to see that. We don't want that fake out. So we want this to play out and continue up. We have a 13 and 34 cross looking pretty bullish right here on the total 2. So the altcoins are doing pretty well. You know, altcoins are definitely doing pretty well today. You know, Theta was doing pretty good. Looking at this, let's look at the S&P real quick. So the S&P pumped and it's pumping right along with Bitcoin. This is, to me, this is the Fed saying that they're not going to taper off just quite yet. They're going to keep things going for until the end next year. So that's looking pretty good. But you know, this is pumping. So Bitcoin is pumping. They're kind of rocking together right now. That's for sure. This avalanche trade right here. So as you can see, we are getting rejected on this red line right here, and we didn't get back above this yellow line in the past 3 days. Looking pretty ugly. The this down here is telling me that, hey, we're losing some momentum on this MACD. So on the daily, it's looking pretty ugly. So if it was a short-term trade or some type of leverage, something like that, I would be getting out of this trade. I would have a stop loss, you know, maybe down here in the no trade zone. I'm watching this trade very closely, so I don't have a stop loss in place, which I do not recommend. I'm just watching this trade very, very closely, and I want to see what it does. I want to see if it can get back above this red line and close above it real soon. This is the 116 level. If it doesn't, then I'll be selling around that 116 level and see what happens with avalanche coming up. On the weekly chart though, on the weekly chart, it is overextended. It does look like it wants to chill out a little bit, and it does look like it could want to put in, you know, some type of double top like this, and then, you know, have a situation where it kind of goes down for a little bit, and that will suck for a trade. Long term, I'm still holding my long-term bag of avalanche, but this is just for the trade of avalanche that I'm in right now. So KlimaDao token real quick. So right now the KlimaDao token is $345 at a market cap of 400 million, and the circulating supply of this token is only 1.1 million tokens. The total supply of this token is only 1.1 million tokens, which is great. It is an ohm fork, so it comes along with those nice APYs, and it is on Polygon, so it comes along with those low fees. Looking pretty good so far. The all-time high of this token is very impressive. It's at $3,777. So just getting back to the all-time high, very, very, very valuable. Very has a lot of potential just to get back to that all-time high. And I heard some people say that, Ohm had a nice dump right after it dropped, similar to what Klima's doing. But what is Klima anyway? So driving climate actions and earn rewards with carbon-backed algorithmic digital currency. So I was going to go over the website for you guys and talk all about it. But I just want to talk about carbon credits real quick. So what KlimaDao actually does is they buy carbon credits with the Klima token. Their goal is to make it harder to obtain carbon credits. They want to make carbon credits more expensive. So if you don't know what carbon credits are, carbon credits is basically like a company that's good for the environment. Say, let's use Tesla. So people assume like, hey, Tesla's making batteries, they're not using gas cars. They get some type of carbon credits, right? They don't use this carbon that, companies are allowed a certain amount of carbon or something like that, or they get extra credits because they're helping with the climate change, right? So there's actually a market for these carbon credits. Like if Tesla's not going to use these credits and they have a bunch of them, and let's just say General Motors says, hey, we can use those credits because we want to like pump a lot of oil, or we want to emit not oil, but we want to emit a lot of CO2 gases and stuff like that, then they can buy these credits and help out with their emissions in that way. Overall, it does create some type of incentive for people to lower their climate change, lower their carbon imprint, but at the same time, it's kind of a way for them to kind of just say, hey, we could just pay a little bit of money and dump all the emissions we want into the atmosphere and still get treated like we're a good company just because we bought some credits from another company. So that's what sucks, and that's what Klima is trying to like help with. They want to make these carbon credits more expensive so that companies say, hey, it's easier for us to just lower our carbon footprint than it is to go ahead and buy these carbon credits. So that is the overall goal, and it has a nice APY if you stake these tokens, if you're into money. So it has a 26,000% APY. This is going to go down over time, just like all of the Ohm forks, but right now that's what it is with the price of the token at $340. So I hope you guys got a good quick little understanding of what carbon credits are. So I hope you guys understand the goal of KlimaDao. This is one of the reasons why I like it, because I'm like, hey, at the end of the day, maybe this might work. Maybe they can get some of these carbon credits to be more expensive if we just like bond them all in the platform and not let these people get them, or raise the price of them. We raise the price on the market by holding these tokens. So very interesting concept with a nice APY. Let me know what you guys think about the Klima token. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new here. Leave me a comment in the comment box of if you know of any other projects that are trying to do some climate things, some climate change things like that, because I do think climate change is going to be a narrative that starts to come around again and catch some people's attention, especially every time Bitcoin hits a new all-time high. People start saying about how it wastes a lot of energy, and that just always comes up. So RP to crypto roots. Till next time, peace.